Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man. And today I'm gonna do a video talking to y'all about the prophecies of New York. Or prophecy. I don't like making prophecies about a state at all. But this state's really, really, really important when it comes to Jesus' second coming. I don't like making this video, but I've been getting pushed to make this video for a while. And I'll just do it. So it's been suggested as a video topic, which I didn't really want to talk about, but it will save people. Now, I know, when you make a prophecy, you're going to get views and you're going to get looked at. They're going to be looking directly at Jesus when they do this, so go ahead. But New York is the #1 place as basically the devil's stronghold. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but if you've ever been to New York and you felt some kind of suffocating energy, some kind of dark energy, and some people are like, it's just the old energies, the history. It might have been nice at one point, but there's so many rituals around New York as to it has disfavor by God. You can ask Jesus Christ, the Most High God yourself, I'd like for you to prove what I'm saying is right or prove what I'm saying is wrong. Have Jesus do that for you on your time, because I can say anything. I'm just a speaker of the Lord, and I can tell you 100% New York has heavy, heavy, heavy disfavor. Now, what's another place that has heavy disfavor that you can look at? And you can have a beautiful place with lots of disfavor. One place is actually Haiti. Half of Haiti has extreme disfavor because of all the witchcraft, voodoo, etc. So that's why so much craziness happens in it. And just because, that craziness is fine, or that's just Haiti. No, it has heavy disfavor with the Lord because there's so many acts that basically make Jesus turn away, or because when God looks away, the devil looks at. So, in essence, I'm going to basically recommend for all the people in New York to move out. I've never done that in a video. I wouldn't say if it was that serious. Let's just say everything in Revelation happens around, a good portion of Revelation happens around the energy of New York. And I can never say what the actual columns of the earth looks like ever on YouTube, ever. Hell has a map, a perfect map, and it's very confusing. And a lot of because I'm not going to ever tell you guys what hell looks like. It's not hell, it's Sheol. I'm never gonna tell YouTubers that. That's just I'm actually not gonna reveal that detail. But all I have to say is New York, the way the buildings are set up actually replicates a lot of the first couple of levels. It's more flat, and Sheol is not flat, so it's identical. I'm gonna say there's a heavy correspondence between Sheol in New York. So for people who just feel chaos energies and chaotic, there's like wormholes open in New York. And I'm going to talk about the Statue of Liberty right now. That's Lucifer. I don't even like saying Lucifer's name, but it's something you guys have to know. So people might be, I don't like this video, must not like New York. I've been to New York. I've lived around New York a long time ago. Very close to New York, if you guys know. But that Statue of Liberty, think about it. People are like, it's just a Roman goddess. That alone on itself is bad. Because God basically said, I'm a jealous God, and people have some weak defenses against the statue. It's not Jesus that's there. That's not Jesus. That's the Statue of Liberty, so-called liberty. And you don't have liberty without Jesus. There's no liberty without God. And that statue is an idol. People are like, I don't like what he's saying. I don't care what you like or don't like. I'm helping you. And you can replay this video because I predicted this a long time ago, and it's beginning to happen. So I'm going to say this again just to save some of the people who are subscribers in New York. But where am I going to go? God will make it so easy for you to move out that it's like washing your hands with soap and water and putting some lotion on and a towel afterwards. But that is a light bringer. It's literally bringing light. It has how many points? Yeah, 7 points. 7 points. So It has, this is just, it's disturbing. It is heavily disturbing. The chains around its feet. The look in its eyes. It's literally, I'd like you to take a St. Michael picture, because those chains were actually biblical. Chains represent something very major in the Bible. So, there's chains broken around its feet. And the devil has chains around it too, but keep in mind, the devil's in chains, but is allowed to move around because we're still on Earth. So, its chains are there, but it's on, but it can move around. It's not shackled. So the devil's not shackled. That's the nature of Earth. I do have to say a whole bunch of, and I can't talk about this aspect of the video because there's some very influential people who have rituals with New York, so I will not say that. But why else should you move out of New York? Or just, what else is the prophecy of New York? Revelation? Let's just say the beast loves New York. And by the time the beast is here, New York will be renamed. It'll be called, and oh my lord, fine. It'll be called like York City, Yorktown, something York. That's it. That's the most I can ever say about specific details. New York, once it's renamed, and wait till you see the, they're gonna introduce some kind of, I don't like being this accurate about stuff ever. I like keeping stuff vague, but once digital ID comes across New York, there's like a direct, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it's disturbing. Let's just say, once it takes over, that's the most I can say. But God will be cleaning New York just to keep some of the chaos down. So when God strikes New York, he's not being mean. He's preventing stuff from getting into other states. So there will be floods. There will be, I can't say other things. God will be breathing on the buildings. It sucks, but the breath of Jesus will, if he sees someone inside of a building doing something bad, he's going to go from heaven. And it sucks. So the devil does not have any power over children of God as long as children of God confide in the God that they serve, the Most High God, not Statue of Liberty, you should see what else. If you look what God does to idols in the Bible, he burns them and melts them down. Has God ever changed to the point where he's not going to do that? Is he still not a jealous God? Does he have other gods before him? No. So this is a very uncomfortable video topic for me to make. I don't like making it. I can barely say anything I'd like to say because it's so specific. That's the most I'll tell you. So basically, the Legion is in New York. That's like a hub. There's other places too, like parts of most of California. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. But New York is the one that God's looking at like this, like, are you serious? And that's the most I can say, because God has actually been sending his children visions and dreams, etc., as to move out of New York. You guys have some time. You have some time. Like, not a comfortable, not to be overly comfortable, like, oh, I'll just stay here for... New York is going to be one of the only places where traffic stops permanently. It's going to be one of the first places that the food runs out. It's going to be one of the first places that the devil controls the water completely. Yeah. I wish I'm allowed to say some more. If you're in New York after 2026, I'd never step foot in a pool. Some of the prophecies are so specific. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. I don't like making this video topic. Of course, people are going to look at me like, oh, I don't care. I'm doing what Jesus told me to do, and this is not a fun topic for me to teach. This probably will help a lot of people, but now you can say you've been warned. There is a part of the Bible, I forget which part. It says, before God does anything, he always tells someone. He will never do something without telling someone. And he told me to tell you guys. Not my happiest topic, but you can't change a fact. You really can't. And I know a lot of people in New York. My last words, when Noah said to people, God's gonna flood this whole place. You have to get on this ship that I'm building. And this ship was just there. It was a ship on rocks, on the ground. And everyone's like, you fool, you crazy, you nut job, you sicko, what's wrong with you? Like, people said to him, they need to put you away. You and your family are a bunch of weirdos, a bunch of sick people. There's something wrong with you guys. You're one of those conspiracy people. You're one of these people out here just doing some crazy stuff. Like, you're wasting your time. You're doing a whole bunch of extra stuff. You're trying to get people's attention. They said everything they could possibly say to Noah when he was building the ark, not before. They trashed Noah's name. The people who, when that rain came, Noah closed up the ark because God told him to. And that rain kept coming. And it did not stop. And it kept coming and it kept coming. People like, oh, it's just some rain, whatever. No, it wasn't right. The food went. Their water, they had enough water. Their families, their houses, the structures, everything went underwater. And when it was too late, they're like, okay, Noah, is he still around so we can get on that ark? The ark was sealed. Every animal on the earth, well, most of them, in twos. They thought he was nuts. They made fun of him. And you can see some AI videos of what it kind of resembled when they were all dying. Very slow deaths. The slowest deaths they can ever ask for. The worst death they could ever ask for was every day to see it rain. And the rain to not stop. The windows of heaven to not close. And to see everything they love, every one of their objects, possessions, everything they've ever worked for, slowly go because it was raining. And then the ground went, all their houses, all their food. They were with all their families, the ones that they loved. As their families went underwater, they'd had to watch them die one by one. That was just water. God just opened windows to heaven. Look at Rio. He's replicating some of that now. I'm not talking about Rio. Let's just say God's pissed at Rio. Oh, you said pissed? It's Florida lingo. That's all I can say. If you are someone who parties in Rio, let's just say the devil likes to party in Rio too. That's enough about Rio, but people will be like, oh, you're one of, like, oh, you're a weirdo. Like, you're trying to talk bad about New York. Remember what they said to Noah. Remember what they said to Noah. Make sure you ask God for confirmation about what I taught. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. God bless all of you.